Are you looking for dinner recipes that won't break the bank?
Well, we're going to show you how to stretch your dollars with personal chef Bill Collins from chefbill.com. Chef Bill, we're making a chicken primavera, but this is called chicken Melvin. Is that right? And I know that you were telling us earlier it's about your friend Melvin who actually inspired you to cook.
Well, actually, no, that was a different one because Melvin was my favorit dog.
Oh.
Honestly, I named him after him. So, but I like your story better. But really, he's named after a white greyhound.
Oh.
So.
It was April Fool's anyway. I was trying to get you, but I didn't.
You can't get Chef Bill.
I can't
Chef
get
Bill
Chef
can't
Bill.
be got.
Oh,
no,
well,
you can't.
Oh, well.
So this is a special recipe for you, but it's also something that everyone can make at home for their family that involves protein and
vegetables
and pasta.
It is, and it's one of those dishes. It's very light. You can have it all year round, but as spring is coming, because it can be very local soon. Because we've got asparagus. This is not the Hadley asparagus. That'll be coming in about a month or so. And so it's also got tomatoes, which will be coming later in the season. Chicken. Well, chicken's here all the time, but it's a very light dish because it doesn't have a heavy sauce. It's tied together with some white wine, some chicken stock, and some Parmesan cheese. Oh, so it's got all the great stuff. It's filling, yet not a heavy filling. So what I want to do first, I want to show you how I slice the chicken because I get small slices like that. So what I do is I take the whole chicken breast and I just cut it up the middle like that. So if you prefer, you can get the thin sliced chicken.
It's more expensive though.
It is more expensive. And the great thing about this dish is it's very budget friendly. The whole entree with pasta for 4 people is somewhere around $12. It can even be less.
That's great.
And so it's such a great price that you really can't go wrong with that. So not only does it taste good, it's also very budget friendly. I'm just going to put the chicken in there, and actually going to take a moment. I'm going to put some oil in the pan. I preheated the pan, and so it's now hot and ready to go.
Now, Chef Bill, when you're preparing a chicken breast, is there any part of it you want to cut off? I always tend to cut off this part.
That part is okay. The part you want to cut off, which is kind of a little bit surprising, is underneath, and this chicken didn't have it. It's a little, they call it the tender, but it's got a vein running through it. And the funny thing about chicken tenders is that's the most expensive piece. It's like $7 a pound in some places, and that's the part you really don't want. And because it's the perfect shape for a chicken tender, everybody goes, oh, well, that's what I'm going to get to make for my kids' food.
That's exactly what I get.
Exactly.
Doing it wrong.
I'm glad you asked that question. So I don't want to get that?
No, but it's fine, but there's a vein up the middle. That's the part, actually, that most chefs toss away for either stock or they might leave it attached. But if you just slice the chicken like this or keep it the full thickness, this is exactly what a tender is, and you'll always find chicken breast on sale. You'll almost never find chicken tenders on sale.
Oh.
It's just that little bit of extra work saved you half the price.
Well,
exactly.
I wanted what's going to be the fastest option, but I guess, like you say, it doesn't take very long just to cut it, right?
Exactly. You can understand the fast options, so that's perfectly understandable. Now, I'm moving my chicken cutting board over there. That's sauteing. I'm just going to throw in a little salt and pepper because you can never have enough salt and pepper. True. And put it on there. So now I want to show a couple of things. One is asparagus. And a lot of people don't know how to cut asparagus, how to get the right size, because the end of the stalk is very chewy. It's very stalky. So I just made that word up. So how do you know?
People say I'm short and stocky, like asparagus.
I would never say that.
No.
So
You're never saying that's mean.
So that's right. So yeah, you look at the asparagus and you see how it's kind of got a natural bend to it. Wherever it naturally snaps, that's where the end of the stalky part is, and the nicer mouthfeel is, or the better chewing part is this end.
So you know what? That always kills me though, because look how much good asparagus. I guess it's not good asparagus, but
well, you can always simmer that and make an asparagus soup.
Okay.
So now, using this as a guide, you don't have to snap each and every one of them. You now know that that's where you want to cut the asparagus. And so this, you can either make a soup out of it, or you can use it for stock or whatever, or compost it.
Oh, so you could make a soup out of this and then emulsify it and make it into creamy soup?
Well, a couple of things. You can either do that, or just make the asparagus flavored stock, because it's still going to be stalky.
Yeah.
So, but you get more use and more life out of it. So now, while this is simmering along, that's when you want to get your vegetables ready. So what I like to do is I like it in pieces because, again, it gives it more color. And so just cut like that, and also it's going to cook faster.
Too. Yeah,
it is, because the whole dish you can eat just with a fork. Don't need a knife. That means it's perfect for TV viewing. So I'm just going to bring this over here and put the asparagus. I'm going to reach across you. You know,
here, I'll help you. Bring the bowl right over here.
Why, thank you, Ashley.
Why not? See, we can help.
Perfect. And you'll see how the board is moving just a little bit. That's because it's a little bit warped. As you know, I like to put a piece of damp paper towel underneath to keep the board from moving. So now we've got portobello mushrooms. I've already rinsed off the top, and you'll see you got all the black gills, as they call them there. You can leave them on, but they're going to turn whatever you're cooking very dark. You'll still get some darkness out of there, but if you just scrape them off, the gills off, they come right off like that.
Well, that's easy.
It is. It's very simple, and you don't have to do it underwater or anything like that. And even if you lose a few pieces of it, that's perfectly fine.
Salvage them, right?
Absolutely salvageable. And so now it's just a matter of slicing.
And you're slicing them
easy.
a similar size. I've noticed that you have the chicken too.
Yes. Yep. And it's kind of, you're right. It has a universal finger julienne theme. And I just made that part up.
Yeah,
So,
it does.
Finger size.
so now you see the chicken, how it's already getting a little whitish underneath. That shows it's cooking. You can turn it over. And you see also, the smaller you cut the chicken, the faster it's going to cook.
Right.
And at this point, you're not really cooking the chicken all the way through. Just want to grab the tongs for me there, please. You're just browning it because you're going to take it out and finish it at the end.
All right, so Chef Bill, we're going to let that brown, and we're going to come back
Absolutely.
and see the finished, what is it, chicken?
Oh, Melvin.
Chicken
Oh,
Melvin.
Melvin. Oh, delicious. Thanks so much. We'll be back with Chef Bill in just a bit.
Perfect.
Welcome back to Mass Appeal. We're back with personal chef Bill Collins. ChefBill.com is the website. We're finishing up our delicious chicken dish, chicken on Melvin.
Yes, chicken oh Melvin.
Chicken, oh, Melvin.
Oh, Melvin, yes.
It smells oh so good.
Oh, wait, thank you. That's why I named it that.
It's in a little bit of a way to take on like a chicken primavera dish.
It is, because really the chicken primavera or the pasta primavera has the vegetables in it. You can add the chicken for protein. And so this is kind of a variation on it. That's exactly right, because that's also a bit lighter as well. So in this case, I've gone ahead and finished up the dish. I've sauteed the mushrooms. See, it goes quickly. Sauteed the mushrooms, threw in some garlic, added in the chopped up asparagus so it does cook quickly. The chicken was mostly cooked before then, threw it back in. So now just to finish it, got some grated Parmesan.
Yes, please.
And you can never go wrong with Parmesan.
Oh, you cannot. That is so true.
But there's something I did not put in the recipe because my next door neighbor called, had brought back some fresh lemons from Arizona from a tree.
What a nice neighbor.
I love
Yeah.
that neighbor. So I'm just going to put a little lemon zest on. It's not in the recipe, but that just shows how flexible this recipe
Arizona
is.
lemon zest.
Yes,
Fancy.
hand carried. Got it through TSA and everything.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, congrats.
Say, don't tell everybody his name. He'll get
No,
hunted down now.
it's my secret. So and you can even smell how great
so
that
aromatic.
lemon
It
just
smells
changed it.
like spring.
It
It
really
does. Absolutely does. So, or winter in Arizona. So,
Yeah, that's true.
so now if you're at all concerned if the chicken's done, you could always just break it in half and see how it's just completely grayish. It's not pink.
Take the biggest chunk, probably cut it in half, and then you'll know.
Exactly, because nobody ever says who wants their chicken medium rare.
No.
So now we're ready. I've got some pasta I've already cooked up. Oh, actually, before I do that, there's one step I'm skipping. I'm going to reach down here for some silverware.
No problem.
Because I want to taste it. Because one thing I realized I did not do, as good as that is, and that is good, just one hint of Tabasco. Don't want to go crazy.
One hint for a dish for 4 people.
Exactly, because you don't want to turn it into a hot Mexican dish, so to speak. But what you want to do,
added a nice
I
scent,
smell it.
too.
Just the one-
Yeah.
just a bit, because you don't want to give it a burn, just a nice little oomph of something.
So, Chef Bill, we've got a minute left, and we want to make sure we just finish up and show everyone. So that's
So really,
looks great. It's very quick to
it
throw
is.
it all together.
Throw it all together.
And it's under $20 for a family of 4.
Oh, this was under $15.
Music, under $15 for a family of 4.
And probably leftovers.
And
oh.
full of protein and
All the good stuff.
veggies. Yes.
So now just kind of
Add those tomatoes. Oh, so you add the tomatoes into the bowl, not you don't
exactly.
cook them.
This way they're a little bit wilted, and so why don't we serve some up?
Yes, please.
I think we should.
And get all the good stuff there.
And we say, here's to Melvin.
Here's to Melvin.
And to
Little
spring.
Melvin.
Whoops.
Oh,
and,
that's okay.
and here's some forks.
Ooh, it's slippery. That's a slippery noodle.
It is a slippery, slippery
It's
slope.
alive.
Yes.
Slippery.
So, and actually, I've got some.
No, it's fine. I was just going to try
Oh,
it.
no,
right.
we've
We're
got
close.
some right here. And so there you go, and a little more Parmesan if you want it on
is
there.
great.
Do I
Nice
want it
balance.
on
By the
there?
way, if
Yes.
you want to copy this
Boom.
recipe, just visit us online, mymassappeal.com, a little bit later today and tomorrow.